All right, just give it a second. Let have a
we'll-
nice
we'll be
gap
quiet
of
right now.
silence.
So Nick, how's about them Lakers? Welcome to the Time Patrollers podcast. I'm Lynn, and this is Nick,
I'm Nick.
your host here.
Hello, I am Nick. Hello, I'm Nick Fly. Or maybe,
he's-
or am I Lynn? Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows anymore? Your hosts, both of them. I'm Nick. Oh wait, no.
What? Who knows?
We are here today with patch notes. We had patch notes recently.
Yay.
Also on we're recording today on 424. Around
Make a
420, late 420, Blaze It. We got Beerus and Weiss added to the game. But before that, what we didn't talk about last time, well, because it wasn't out yet, was on April 14th was balance adjustment. So let's talk about that real quick. And then we'll talk a bit about the new train spears. So first of all, they have adjusted. That's what they call it. It's kind of a nerf. We'll see. It's making more trouble for survivors than rather the raider. Due to survivors only selecting certain skills, they have adjusted parameters of grappling device and capsule. We talked a bit about this before on our last episode because they warned us about this. They saw in their statistics like, hey, we're going to do something about the frequent repeated use of the same skills. And this is it. And it was kind of vague how they did it, but we kind of picked up. It's like probably going to be hitting that old grapple device and car, and that's what they did. Because the two most used skills in Season 2 with a usage rate of over 80%, along with other certain movement-based skills, probably like drive speed,
Walk on dirt, slide.
Walk on that dirt.
Walk
faster.
on water. Walk on snow. Walk on.
Oh my god, the walk on snow.
air.
We'll get to that one later. And yeah, they claimed that it was to allow more flexibility for survivors to have when choosing skills, which is understandable.
You don't know what it is. You know what it is? It's not they wanted that. Is that they wanted, hey, you like these skills? Well, go fuck yourself. That's what they're saying. That's what they told us.
It's a plot from Big Vegeta, Big Ape. They are trying to silence us in our motorbikes. They hate our motorbikes and our zip lines. They don't want us to discover the attack on Titan
taking these
skills.
Namekians.
Yeah,
they're taking these Namekians and they're putting them in the water and they're making
it
those
is like Attack on
Namekians.
Titan though. Instead of going for the Nate, we pull the sword to the tail.
It's unbelievable.
That would be funny if we could grapple onto Vegeta. Like he would have the hitbox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that'd be kind of cool.
They're gonna just tell us like, oh, we made an adjustment to Vegeta's tail and it's super tiny and you can't even hit it. They made an adjustment where you can't even. There's a visible box on his tail. You can't even get near him.
Oh my god! Like we just blocked it. There's no weak point here. So they lowered the movement speed and fire range of grapple range. But yeah, so they did reduce the range too. I just showed Nick it real quick.
Do you know the range of that? Did they even make that in the patch notes? How short the range is?
They have no specifics on these patch notes.
What the one in the world?
Yeah, I thought there was an actual number of the speed. I thought it was a 60% decrease in the grappling device active skill, but no, it is that number was pulled from my ass when I was talking to you about it. But yeah, no, it's movement speed and firing range. The firing range was about 100 before, so I don't know, 70, 90.
The way I looked at
that
it,
far, but it seems
I would
off.
say 20. It looks 20% down from the original speed. So I feel like
70, 80 area.
Yeah, it's noticeable, but it's not like crazy. You're not gonna be like a grandma flying through the sky. All right, yeah. You're gonna go fast, but not fast enough.
Yeah, they lowered the capsule single wheel motorbike active skill.
Awful.
They lowered the movement speed of it. I think only during the boost, so you get reduced speed when boosting, which is understandable. God. Like that's people's normal getaway vehicle. It was S tier. So to counteract it, so they improved some skills to make it better, to make up for it. So they increased the movement speed of the zipline device, not the grappling one, the one that you put a zipline down. and it drops an area on it's kind of like Pathfinder zipline in Apex Legend, where it just drops it across from you, and you just ride the zipline back and forth. So when you're
Point
on
A
it,
to
you
point
move
B.
much faster.
Yeah.
It's honestly entertaining to watch. People have I think it gives the opportunity to just juke the raider out more, because you can just slide on it back and forth, as long as they're not within like a straight line of you, and you can probably play a funny game with it. But yeah, the increasing movement speed of change missile, which is honestly really good. Like it actually is a missile. You go really fast. I've seen a few instances of it, people using it to rescue others, in lieu of the zip line, and honestly, kind of makes it better since you are able to turn during it and stuff. I don't honestly know the duration of it, but hey, if you can get distance, you get distance. But
Yeah,
another flying distance adder is Flying Nimbus got increased movement speed, which is, I haven't tried it. It looks faster. Like, I think it can keep up with the capsule bike now, especially because they nerfed it. But
to me, this just seems like what they want to do is basically, hey, give these other moves and skills a shot. Stop using these other ones, please. Like right now, what you're telling 100%. Me, yeah, it's like we want to use these, but I don't want to. Stop forcing me how to play your game, and you're gonna make me use these shitty skills that you made yourself. So now they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna nerf this, and then plus these, so you have to use them. Like, oh,
yeah, right, like you can still use it. You're just gonna have a better or a not as good experience as you used to, like the glory days. But like I don't mind the changes. My biggest issue is not nerfing Vegeta first. They said they were, and I understand they said they were going to do that next, but like, and I shouldn't have been surprised. But
what a weird choice! Like, just a weird choice.
Who cares? They should have just nerfed Vegeta and helped us with that, and then try to tailor the gameplay and affect us.
Yeah, but they were focused on our moves are not being used enough, so we gotta nerf these other ones and get plus these ones. It's like, no, get rid of Vegeta's annoying ass AoE stuff, man. Like, nerf it a little bit. He's so strong. Make him a little bit slower.
Yeah. So real quick, we got the update about the changes at the end of last month, and then this balance update came on the 14th. So that was like mid this month. So hopefully, like, by this episode should come out around the weekend. Hopefully maybe around then or by next week, if they keep up that pace of every 2 weeks like this podcast. Maybe we'll get, more updates soon on that department, like balancing, because I would love to just get more. Like, Vegeta, please stop. I can only take so much. It's just that oversensing of dread that you feel of just monkey coming in, monkey killing. So the last thing is shorten the cooldown for Saiyan Pod active skill during power boost. I assume power boost is referring to your change power, like when you change.
When you go into your Dragon Soul type thing?
Yeah, your transfer, like transformation. I assume that's what they mean, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. It says colon. I think I don't know how this reads, but I think what it is, it will shorten the cooldown of it when you use it after transforming.
Yeah, after going back,
it can reward you for going into battle faster.
Yeah.
And that's what I perceive this as, but I honestly don't know. But cool, I guess.
I really wish they give you the percentage or something, a number of
same with
how
Pokemon
much.
Unite. Like, Pokemon Unite doesn't give you numbers, and people have made an effort to break in and like find the numbers themselves and make their own wiki with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. The scientists, the computer geeks, the people who know how to use computers, the people who know how to break into games and actually are very skilled in this. We need people who to go into the code and understand breakers. Like, we need the percentages. We need our mathematicians. We need the people with the brain power to figure out all this stuff. Please. I'm not smart enough to do this on my own.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, like, we need like a log in game because just to show us all the trans spears and stuff. We've been trying to record information, but we can only get so much because it's we don't have everything on paper.
Getting all those skills is a pain and a half, anyways, with the rolling of luck and the gotcha. So
next is a few days ago on the 20th, 420 Blaze It. We got the Battle of the Gods spirits. So we got the God of Destruction, Beerus and Whis. Just Whis. Whis Khalifa.
Should have seen that coming with when they added those clothes. You know what I mean?
They also people leaked it instantly. I was down for it no matter what.
Can't have anything in Detroit, huh? Nothing.
Yeah, honestly. So what happened here was we got a few cool skills with it. We have Destructive Impulse and Craving Earth's Delight, and Spirit Destruction for Beerus. I forgot what the other one's called. It's I think it's Full Energy Wave. It is just a beam attack like Masenko. It's simple. That's it. I don't know if it's effective really much, but a volley would have been hilarious with him, but hopefully we'll get more skills over time. And then Spirit Destruction. It's not bad because you can always they're not 5-star. It's a 5-star skill, so you can just pay for it. So the other skills are just easy gotcha ones. I got Beerus through his other one, Craving Earth Feeling Delights. That one's really fun. We'll talk about it in our episode probably specifically, but in short, it is a passive skill that you can have a random chance of when breaking opening chests to get a sweet or a food. I think it goes from my experience playing with it, it starts with pudding, then hot dog, then pizza, and then I think takoyaki. I saw it for a split second. It was hard to tell.
They put food in these chests?
Yeah. So when you open it, it shows a little floating hot dog that appears.
Wow.
And it's good. So I was saying the variety of foods in that order because each consecutive food has more change power you'll get from it. So pudding is a small smidge of a change power, probably half a small one. Well, hot dog's probably a small one. It was hard for me to keep track of in game because sometimes it happens more fast because they have a small chance of just appearing. It's a interesting skill, but
so these foods work as the cubes, then, right?
It just appears and just you instantly get it and eat it. It's no animation. It's just kind of you just see it and you know it triggered. And each consecutive one will increase in power. So late game, you could get some extra change power that could push you over from not finding anything by the end of the game. It's useful. One of those things where it's probably one person, 2 people on your team should be using it. Hopefully, you don't be matched together and steal each other's hot dogs.
Sure.
Yeah, the other one's Destructive Impulse. It has a particular note called limit change at the end, what I'm looking at right here, because they actually posted these on their Twitter. They actually did something positive recently and actually using their Twitter for good and showing information. So this one is that when you it's a passive skill. The other one was passive too. When you destroy buildings or any breakable objects while you transform, you get a bit of change power back.
Ooh.
So practicality, not that great in my opinion, but one thing, a good tip, it can heal your level 4. It will heal the HP bar of the level 4, so use that information as you will.
That's very useful.
Maybe save some pots for later, and then
the raider didn't already if the raider didn't already destroy the buildings, in a couple of those maps where you have the cities, I mean, that's a big benefit to you. You could just destroy the cities or destroy those tall buildings.
Yeah, it gives reasons for the raider to blow up more buildings, but it's one of those things where it's bad versus good raiders know when to do it because you could be losing time from destroying buildings.
Yeah. Well, the
so
raider's always
in good favor, but it's a fun little skill.
Mostly always destroys their buildings anyways if the keys are there. They mostly destroy that area or keep it, or they try to find anyone. But if they don't destroy those areas, the person who has that skill can just destroy it if they're level 4 or even a level 3, just to kind of keep up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. The other one is the Spirit Destruction. It's just Beerus Ball, I like to call it, because that's what it's called in Breakers or Fighter Z actually. He just does it. It's like a spear ability, kind of like Spirit Bomb or Frieza's ball.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's really fast.
Any ball in Dragon Ball, to be honest, it's just the ball of energy.
Yeah. It's all right. It's like those two. I think it's probably one of the fastest charging ones, and also probably fastest speed too. I think. Not bad. So next is Whis' unconscious control. That one is 5-star. It increases your dodge radius and change power. So yeah, you get extra dodge length, which is cool.
Extra dodge.
I assume it might be good for closing gaps. Like when the raiders usually shooting you nonstop and just out of range and you can't get them and they're just repeat shooting the coward's way and stall the time. Yeah, but I think with that you might be able to go approaching them. And then another good skill, landing delay nullification. It's a skill that Whis has. When you hit the ground, they will not do the ground stop animation that stops you. It's really, really nice. And also your running speed is temporarily increased apparently. According to this wiki page, or not wiki page, is their Twitter. So that's useful, definitely. Really good skill. Next is the last
that
two.
Skill
we got. What's up?
Seems like such a strange one to add, but it's I guess a good one to add. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have thought about what needs to be a skill, falling. That never appeared to me to have a skill of falling. So
I felt it because I've been screwed over way too many times. It so I was like, they need a skill for that, and they did it. But yeah, normally people will have stuff in their kit to help cancel it. But if you don't want any of that stuff and want something that doesn't have a downtime, that's it. Because sometimes it's you want to use something to cancel animation or something. But this is definitely just pure stop, hold up, and just run.
Basically keep the momentum of your speed.
Whis' super attack is Symphonic Destruction. Very good AoE ability. I don't think the damage is that high, but you do a widespread key blast in front of you, just kind of waving like a little tornado. It's pretty cool. Not sure how great that'll be. And then also Prelude to Destruction, which is a rainbow beam. I think these skills are probably more familiar if you played Xenoverse, because Xenoverse usually has all of these. So yeah, it's just a thin but fast key blast on your fingertips, kind of like Dodon Rain or stuff. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's same assets, man. Just all the same assets put in this game.
So yeah, the damage is alright too. I think Whis' beams are pretty good too. And then last one is the Laughing Stock. Movement speed boost snow. So I have no gripe with most of the movement speed stuff, but that's because every area has a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Snow is completely dog shit.
It's only useful in one map, I think, right? There's only
and
one
that's
map
the only map that they show in this video.
Yes. What's the point? Oh boy, I got movement speed snow. I hope I get my favorite map with the.
I felt like they thought of this way back when, but and decided to launch it, forgetting that they removed the ability to select maps.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Because if you know, and also it feels like
useless.
The movement speed is not that much.
No,
I don't know. I can't really tell. I can't really say anything because honestly, every second counts in this game. It's
just
important.
Get sprint.
So
just get
but
sprint.
Definitely this one's most useless.
Just get sprint. If you're gonna want movement that bad, just get sprint. You can go across.
Sprint's a 5-star.
Yeah, but it's you're never gonna use snow. I have dirt and I barely use it, but there's more dirt than freaking snow on these maps. So it's what's the point?
I would hate it if they, but also it would be nice if they had a fusion mechanic and you just fuse all those into one skill.
Yeah, it's called
one
sprint.
general all move speed on altering.
Sprint. That's what it's called. It's called sprint. Just get sprint. That's what it is.
True.
They did do that.
Your ATV skills.
Jeez, it's just horrible. It's you're giving me stuff that's put in this gotcha.
If I collect all of these, then I get sprint, please.
It's doo-doo. They're giving me doo-doo butter in this gotcha. They're giving me Garfield when I want SpongeBob. Jesus.
Oh, that's such a good hit.
It's awful.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really it. For that stuff. That's all the new stuff to bring in. it's been all right, but on to our next bit. Normally we talk about our favorite skill of the day, but we got something better.
We got a special guest.
Yeah, we got a special guest today.
Yeah.
So, yep.
We'll move on through to the special guest. Woo.
Okay, so today we have a special guest from Twitch. Me and Nick had pulled him to share our very good build. So let me just open a time rift right here, and then bam, we got AkaruZen TTTV, the real one.
That's me, the genuine rat boy of Twitch.
Yeah. God, the rat VTuber is so good.
People love it.
I can't. Yeah, he's a real killer on the game. I've seen him in a few of my games. I've seen him on Twitch too. Like, he will throw hands and it's fun to watch him go. I think he had some good comebacks. But we brought you here today to ask about your builds. What's your your build, I guess, like what's your main go-to build on top of your head, and we can talk about that.
All right. Well, obviously there's some new stuff that I've been messing with, so
The update just
so I kind of like got some mixed opinions on those, but generally what I've been rocking has been the bounce pad. I think it's floating device or whatever, hovering device. No, floating, I think, the one that bounces you up, the big trampoline.
Yep.
The trampoline device. Okay.
Yeah. And I like using that one with wall kick. I think Luck ES, who's also a Twitch Breakers boy.
I've seen some of his content. I've seen him do the Spirit Bomb compilation.
Yeah.
Where he just Spirit Bombs the Cybermen after solar flaring them.
Yeah, no, and
it just takes you to phase 2.
Yeah, no, he's very, very talented at the game. But he taught me the wonders of the trampoline.
Okay.
And if you mix it with wall kick or midair jump, you can carry your momentum while you just bounce through the air and go very far.
I've seen that, and they go really high.
Yeah. So it's real good. And I like using that with like either solar flare or like a shoe. Because normally when you solar flare a shoe, you stand still, but if you do it off the bounce pad, you can sort of slide through the air, and so you don't stand still.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think that's generally like
that's impressive.
The gist of what I go for, because it's aggressive and very fun. So
you turn yourself into a human projectile flashbang.
Basically, yeah. Although sometimes you schmoove with too much confidence and it really just blows up in your face. So
at your own risk, I get you.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's ballsy.
Yeah, but it's good though.
So midair jump, trampoline. Midair jump, wall kick are passives.
Yeah.
Actives is solar flare trampoline.
Yeah, solar flare trampoline. You can sub out solar flare for shoe if you're feeling flighty, or if even both of them if you really want. Wait, am I allowed to swear? Was that bad?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can swear. Okay. I don't, but
I do.
Nick, have we swear yet? I think we swore probably in some of the actual videos.
I'm pretty sure I swore.
Because I don't normally swear, but like I don't vouch for anyone else, and I honestly don't care. It's just another word.
Okay, yeah.
Like, we're all adults here, or T for teen. I think that's what Breakers is.
Yeah.
Can Goku say fuck?
God, I hope so.
The Adult Swim edition.
Yeah. But yeah, generally, like I like to run a stun with the bounce for my active, and then for a while I was running grapple as like just a way to get out of there, but grapple changed a little bit.
Hit that thing too hard.
Yeah, so I've been running change missile, which I also like for a lot of reasons. Like, I don't think it's as good of a getaway as old grapple.
It is fast.
Yeah,
buffs have done it a service.
Yeah, it's definitely good though. Like, it's fast. And also, if you're like me and you don't like to use the emergency time machine, it's real nice, because if your D-change is lower than the raiders, you can D-change, rocket into them if you don't get shot by a ki blast, and punch them because of the knockback. So you get to sort of cheat the levels.
Okay.
So it's very, very aggressive in that way.
That is interesting style, yeah.
Yeah. And then generally I like to run after image in case I mess up while I'm throwing hands. And it's also pretty good to get a stun off of if you after image and cancel it with a stun. So
Okay, so you're really out for blood with this one. You're either coming in to stun, or you have this just missile engage, which is hilarious.
Yeah, no, I like to fight or just try to defend the time machine as long as possible. So I like builds that are good for doing that.
Very
I don't
offense
play
heavy.
Raider, but Nick does. Have you been hit by a change missile before?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've not.
I was wondering if you know firsthand, because I actually don't know, because I never have used it. I know it does damage.
I think someone tried to, but I dodged it. Like it, mostly because I just play when I was a Raider, I played Cell. So at the time, most of the time, I just dodged it, and usually you just use that after image that he has or whatever, just kind of go around. But never got hit by one.
Yeah, no, generally it's pretty easy to avoid. It's loud. So
got hit by that shoe, that's for sure. Well,
Yeah.
that shoe's annoying.
Yeah, the shoe does work. The shoe is dirty.
Yeah.
Solar Flare is dirtier for players. What about the other two passives? I don't think you mentioned. You mentioned your full heavy hit.
Well, I like barrier auto so that I don't have to look for barriers. I think that's
It's a classic.
pretty.
I had to drop it recently.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. So outside of that, it's what the wall kick and midair jump, the barrier, and what else? I think I was running Beyond Super Saiyan for a long time because it gives you extra health, so you can throw more hands.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, okay. That's actually a good one. Yeah. They've been doing a lot of support to help people stay and fight more, and it's been interesting.
Yeah, but I will say recently I did drop midair jump actually for the new Whis passive where you reduce your landing lag.
The fall damage. Yeah, I saw that on your kit the other day.
Yeah, like that one is real broken right now and it'll definitely get nerfed, but
yeah, it's so helpful. Yeah, Nick, they added one where it just prevents your fall negation no matter how high you are.
So
when you hit the ground, you can start moving.
So is it just like it cancels out any type of animation while dropping? So you basically, when you drop, you just get moving.
Yeah, so from any height or whatever. Yeah,
that sounds very useful, because there's multiple times where I fell from this guy that they just a Raider has got me in the ground in mid animation.
Yeah,
because you're stuck there.
Yeah, it's great because it stops that like landing lag animation, so like you can heal with an actual barrier and still go, and when you land, instead of the slow animation, you just go way faster.
Oh, you actually speed up too?
Yeah, you get like probably like a triple speed boost, and that's
now that's busted. Okay.
And
I thought it was just the negation. I didn't know there was more to it. Okay.
No, it's
because when you said it was gonna be a bit needs nerf, I was like, that's a bit weird because it takes up a slot and everything. But if you get a speed boost, that's a problem.
It has a bug right now, which is what's gonna get nerfed about it, because
it's
like it triggers when you land, but it's not supposed to stack off of like movement abilities like Kaioken or the change missile. So you can hit the ground, activate Kaioken or change missile, and that speed boost gets added to the boost of Kaioken and change missile, so you can really schmoove.
Just turn it into a Cuban bullet.
Yeah, you can even, from what I've been told, you can use Kaioken without hitting the ground, slam into the ground, and that will activate the passive, and then you can get the extra speed too.
This is crazy to hear. So like people that really go
input. That's why we want guests.
People that go deep into this game, like who actually know all the stats and what brings to them and how to use them very well. Where it's like it's crazy because I just walk around. I'm like, it's a beautiful day. I'm just walking around.
Sometimes it'd be a beautiful day unless 4 zones are gone, and then it's like, where'd the sky go? Yeah. Honestly, it's not that different from LA air.
Gotcha. I mean, it's very interesting to hear that how creative you can get with these abilities, even more offensively, because I feel like not a lot of people play too much offensive. I see a lot of, when they do, they either get clapped or they don't know what they're doing. So it's like learning how to use these abilities and see how you can get this to work in your advantage is very, very nice to hear, to be honest. I cannot play offensively. If anything happens, I'm more the person who likes to just kind of run away and hopefully just survive or heal the person that is down.
Yeah, no, that's an entirely valid way to play too. I just like throwing hands. I've enjoyed it since the beta. So
yeah, I've joked on like Chi-Chi's delivery service, and that's how I do stuff. I will run around, IT to someone, drop them like 3 cans of sodas, and be on my way.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get back on fight, I will find you. Yeah, like I've optimized for more of just regen stuff and just passive like gain like cheese cubes.
Yeah.
So like if there's cheese cubes I find, I'm like, here, take it. I'm pinging literally every large one.
Yeah, no, that's entirely valid. Like it's useful to have teammates who actually revive you, because there's certainly games where it feels like no one wants to.
Oh yeah, definitely, which is understandable. Sometimes you get in awful situations.
Oh
but
yeah.
to be able to push to build better that way is godsend.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, like the Yanjirobe drag, if only it was a bit better, but
Yeah,
still, like it's a start.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a
right
little bit
direction.
disappointed in that, to be honest. I mean, I use that, and you can like hide in a bush, but like you gotta move. You gotta move, hide somewhere behind a building. But it's more just a useless skill to me.
Yeah, hell, even if
I don't
it would
mind
just
using it.
pick up and pause the timer until you like drop them to res them, like I think it would still be way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something to just give us time.
Yeah, just
Yeah, like hopefully over time, I'm looking forward for that possible Dende that we saw in the poll.
oh yeah, I'd love Dende in the game. Honestly, like I'm most excited for just survivor skins in general. Like I play Raider and I enjoy it, but it's not my main draw. So
Yeah, like again, we can all talk about bringing back old Raider Q and stuff like that, but
Don't
you
get me
know,
started
it's
on
each
it.
their own.
Don't get me started on this.
Yeah, like Nick loves playing Raider, and just playing together is fun. Yeah, we're hoping to host some lobbies for more content to get Raider content back on like the channel,
yeah.
because when we go in a group, there's nothing to there's only Survivor, and it was fun editing like Nick's angle.
Yeah, the
and
POV
him, like,
of the
I'm just
Raider.
like la di da di da. Hopefully not a bad day today. And then it's just he's leveling up in the background, murdered like 3 people.
Yeah.
It's a hard topic for me, to be honest. I really did love the idea of playing with your friends as the Raider, but then they took it away. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I missed it too. Like, it still happens when I'm streaming. Like, we'll have like full lobbies and people will Q snipe us to do it. But like,
Oh my god.
other than that, like, you basically need a full lobby to do it. So like,
Yeah, I've been debating to do that in videos. I heard the full lobby mode isn't good too, because isn't forced in a training mode.
yeah, it forces
Of
you
sorts.
into like a training mode, and the only way you can do like a non-training mode version is if you have 8 people to do it.
Yeah.
So
You better
Yeah,
have 8
it's a mess.
friends. You
Yeah.
better have 8 people with you.
You gotta get them
Yeah.
out of the 143 people playing the game.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good. One last question. We every episode we do like a skill of the day. What's your probably skill of the day or week, I guess, or episode, whatever?
Basically, your favorite skill. What is something that you
Yeah, your
recommend
basically your
people
favorite skill. Nick picked slide for starting week.
I love slide.
For me, I think it was IT, because that was the flavor for me. Chi-Chi's delivery service. I made a joke about that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm definitely a wall kick enjoyer. I know that that's like the secret item they don't want you to have.
Yeah.
But I hope they free it to the public someday. It is like, I took it off once and I was like, I can't even play the game. I was like, how do you get up these things?
He had to start with the Cybermen getting it.
Yeah, exactly. I really hope it gets free to the people, because there's a lot of funny tech you can do with it, and also it's just a nice quality feature to just hop up ledges instead of slowly climbing them.
Yeah, it is. It's fun to watch people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're flying too. I'm like, oh, look at that. Look them go on an adventure.
It's true. They're just built different.
And one last thing, because you talked about fighting a lot. What about your transpeer? Like, what's your like probably best one to use, and what level?
Okay, so I think like I'm a big Tien enjoyer. I don't think he's the best transfer, but Tri-Beam is pretty solid.
I've seen it. It's so fast.
Yeah. That said, right now, actually, if you know Cractical, another Breakers content person, he put out a video on it recently because I told him about it. The current new Beerus transfer is probably the funniest transfer to me.
I've seen the video that you sent me on your stream about the Vanish.
Yeah.
It is pretty entertaining. I was entertained by it too, because my first game on the patch was or when they launched was I got Dragon Chain Spears 4. And that was like, this feels Nice.
Yeah, like his beams I'm not crazy on, and his supers are just all right, but like the ability to backdash like that is something else. So
Yeah, that was the direction I wasn't going. I needed to put more in that angle, but after seeing it, I need to commit to it.
yeah, no, it's mad funny. And pretty useful too.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. Your Twitch TV is will probably be shown on screen. TTTV/AkaruZen.
Yeah.
Is it just AkaruZen or AkaruZen TTTV?
It's just AkaruZen.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce
yeah,
it.
no, that's okay. No one does.
Yeah.
But
I try to like to speed it.
yeah. But yeah, thank you for having me. I definitely.
Yep. Anything you wanted to plug or say before we head out?
No, I don't really do much outside of the Twitch thing right now, so nothing really to promote. Unless you want to hear me talk about Sonic, there is a channel called Sonic F, and there's a podcast called The Hill Is Always Greener. One of the episodes I guest on there and talk about Sonic for like an hour or so.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I guess that, if people want to check that out, but completely unrelated
Hey,
to Breakers.
some Sonic fans out there.
Yeah.
I think there's an overlap with Dragon Ball and Sonic fans.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yep.
There has
That's
to be.
it. Let me just send you back down the time vortex.
Yeah, back to the match.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Great guest.
Let's
Wow,
go.
you know,
He was a
wow.
great guest.
Great, fantastic. I hope they have a good time in that, portal. It is a rough time in that time machine,
Yeah. He's probably throwing hands with, I think, Frieza. I think he would be probably dealing with a Frieza right now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Trunks gets lost in that
Yeah.
most of the time. We don't know. We don't know
Like,
what's gonna happen.
no matter how many gripes about the Vegeta, nature's healing. People are getting bored of it, and people are playing other readers. I think last recording session got quite a few of widespread of other stuff. Forgot who appeared the most, but yeah, it's a good time. People get bored. But yeah. Hopefully you didn't get bored of this one though. In this episode. Yeah, he's great dude.
Also, hopefully, Akiru also gave you guys good enough information about the game where probably help you guys in your picking of skills and stuff. We love to hear about what skills you guys run and what stuff you guys want to use and what things do you want to change about the game. We also want to hear about that because personally, I want them to bring back their old rating system. But they'll probably never do that. But here's hoping.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like with that, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. If again, we'll try to get more guests on in the future, but we also want to do a segment with people like you. Any clips that you have, anything you want to share. If you want to see more of this, we're trying to get this every 2 weeks. And give out good tips to help you survive that wild wacky world. I think Akaru did a great job at displaying some things, and that's the best part about each player plays differently, and it's cool to learn from each other because, like he said, he learned from I think Lucky S about the trampoline flashbang trick. Which is still appalling to think about, turning yourself into human flashbang, like
insane
projectile flashbang, like the whole shebang. Like Krillin always did it, but he never did it in motion.
in motion.
Yeah.
In the process of movement.
But yeah, check out the Twitch stream. Check out our other videos. We got more content for you, more funny stuff going on our end.
You can find me at Real Nick Fly on Twitch or just Nick Fly Gaming on YouTube.
And I'm Henry Zaltin on TTTV on the old Twitch platform. I stream Breakers sometimes. He streams Backyard Baseball, as you see on this channel. Yeah, that would be all for today. Hope you enjoy your rest of your surviving. And we'll see y'all next time.
Have
Bye-bye.
a nice time out. Peace.